My name is Jess, I'm from Australia and I'm studying at Eski School of Economics. I chose Poland because my father is originally from Poland, but I don't know too much about it right now, so I thought I'd come and try to learn some of the language and see as much of the country as I could. I'm quite surprised by how efficient the public transport is. It's much better than it actually is in Brisbane, in Australia, where I live. In Australia, it's always late, or the buses just don't show up at all. So at least in Poland, it comes on time, which is nice. So I think it's really great, especially the metro, because we don't have that at home. I like that they have 4 seasons here. So this winter was my first time seeing real snow, and the first time in my whole life that I ever got to make a snowman, which was very exciting. In Australia, we just have hot and rainy, so it's a nice change to have some cold weather. I very strongly dislike the administration system that they have everywhere. At university, at the student residence, and in all the businesses, it seems to be quite convoluted. To be able to get things done, it takes a long time. I dislike that every store wants you to have exact change, like all the time. Another thing is I feel like if you don't speak Polish, sometimes people don't want to try to help you at all, even if you try to speak a little bit, or gesture what you want. They just have no interest in helping you, which can be slightly frustrating sometimes. I love Polish food. Pierogies are my favorite food in the whole entire world, definitely. And I love beetroot soup and cheesecake and apple cake. Those are my favorite things. The parties in Poland are quite similar to the rest of Europe, I think. But what I really love, as compared to Australia, is that every night of the week there's always something to do. Whereas where I live, it's only on Friday nights and Saturday nights. But here, even like on a Wednesday, on a Tuesday, there's always some party, something to do. I feel like in Poland, the women are much more aggressive in dancing with guys than they are in Australia. So in Australia, they drink a lot of alcohol as well, but here I like that it's more about vodka, and in Australia, it's more about just drinking tons and tons of beer. Well, I had been to Poland once when I was 13 for a few weeks in the summertime, so I did get to experience some of the culture and see some places. And I enjoyed it so much, that's another reason that I wanted to come back. So growing up, my dad talked a lot about his upbringing in Poland and told me a lot of stories about living in a post-war country and also living under communist rule. In some ways, he showed it as not being too unpleasant in terms of the government, but it is the reason that he had to leave Poland. There's been a lot of funny times in Poland. But one funny thing last week, when we came out of the club at about 5:30 in the morning, we had to take the metro with everybody going to work, and we smelt like beer, and it was so disgusting. But it was so funny at the same time. It was great. I feel like Polish is a very beautiful language to listen to, but also very difficult to learn as well. Because when you look at words, all I can ever see is just consonants, and I'm constantly searching for vowels, and that's what makes it so difficult to learn, as much as I want to. Everything's difficult. Even just to say cześć, it's so hard to get like the sh and the sh and everything together. Really, really difficult, for me anyway. I think Polish men are very, very spoilt by their mums and their girlfriends, and it's very different to Australia. In Australia, men are expected to look after themselves. They can make their own sandwiches, they should be able to clean up after themselves. But I feel like in Poland, the women are always cooking for them and cleaning after them and looking after them, and maybe they should learn to take care of themselves a little bit as well. I honestly don't know that much about Kosciuszko Mountain in Australia. All I know is that it is the tallest mountain in my country and named after a Polish person, but I'm not really sure who it is or what they're famous for. So I do know who Marie Curie is, and she was quite famous, and I have a lot of respect for her as well and the work that she's done in science. So I think she's someone that Poland can be very proud of. Dzień dobry. Pozdrawiam internautów Wirtualna Polska.